What is sustainable management? The convergence of a business sustainability is environmental management. It is the practice of managing the effect of a business on the three bottom lines: people, earth, and benefit, so that in the future, all three will be succeed. Sustainable leadership encourage the long-term survival of an organization since it's preventive rather than reactive. It may take a variety of forms, including investing in fair trade goods, reducing packaging materials, and ensuring that supplier factories have humane working conditions. From this definition, the sustainable management has been created to be defined as the application of sustainable practices in the categories of businesses, agriculture, society, environment, and personal life by managing them in a way that will benefit current generation and future generations. There are three aspects relative to sustainable development: the environment, the needs of present and future generation, and the economy. In using these branches, the ability of a system to thrive by maintaining economic viability and by limiting resource consumption to meet the needs of the present and future generation is created according to this definition. Sustainable management is defined as the application of sustainable practices in commerce, agriculture, environment, production, and other fields by management in manner that is beneficial to present and future generations. Sustainability management can be understood as the control of resources, processes, and transformation of a social system as of its social, environmental, and economic impacts being kept within social, environmental, and economic boundaries to not compromise the viability and well-being of future generations. And next, what is sustainable hotels? Our enterprise, which through green best practices in maintenance, facilities, logistics, goods supplies significantly reduce the environmental impact. The key element resolve around waste reduction, energy conservation, and water use reduction. Sustainable hotels are business that significantly reduce their environmental impact through green best practices in maintenance, services, logistic product, and supplies. The core elements revolve around the reducing waste, saving energy, and cutting down on water usage.
Why should hotel go green? It's because they do less harm to the climate, reduce prices, and win goodwill from visitors when hotels go green. Hotels should also expect a lot of sustainability when going green to save. Moving for sustainability implies reducing the use of energy and water, as well as staffing from items such as maintenance and guest services. Eco-friendly or green hotel initiatives are one such topic. Many hotels are taking steps to make their operations more sustainable, from the budget-friendly to the luxury. Understanding these sustainable hospitality industry initiatives will give event planners something to consider when choosing hotels for the programs of their customers, whether as a location for the event itself or the option for out-of-town visitors for overnight accommodations.
Next, we have the sustainable hotel practices. First is the energy conservation. Hotels worldwide are working to minimize energy usage while preserving and, where possible, improving the guest experience, whether in central operations such as boilers or through lighting system, kitchen appliances, and integrated energy management system. Energy conservation refers to efforts made to reduce energy consumption. Energy conservation can be achieved through increased efficient energy use or reduced consumption from non-renewable energy sources. Energy conservation is often the most economical solution to energy shortage. Next is the water conservation. Hotels continue to incorporate efficiencies that eliminate water and, in many cases, chemicals used to handle water system and clean facilities within guest rooms, laundries, kitchens, pools, and spas. Efforts range from reuse schemes for linen and towels, which are now an industry standard, to the installation of low-flow faucets, shower heads, and other fixtures. Simply to say that water conservation is a practice in which people, companies, and government attempts to reduce their water range.
Recycling and waste reduction. Recycling schemes for the basics such as newspapers and soda containers are becoming a fundamental expectation. With the small exception of domestic hotels, hotels are searching for ways to reduce the use of paper and other disposables in tandem with recycling initiatives. Hotels and resorts that can go further and introduce composting system for food waste can show upwards of 40% to 50% of waste diverted from landfills. Another big environmental effect of the hospitality industry is due to the amount of waste created by hotels. It is time to promote recycling, and instead of paper, we're not only talking about using cloth napkins, but amenities. Many hotels are making a statement by offering guests custom formulated amenities. Resorts companies have taken it one step further with an all-natural, essential oil-based, custom formulated product made without preservatives and artificial ingredients that is as packed in recyclable containers. Other Mindbridge hotel brands are experiencing with bulk dispenser presentations.
Room keys. Contemporary plastic key card is made of plastic based on PVC, or what we call polyvinyl chloride, which is part of highly toxic production process. Many hotel business are turning to card choices that are better for the environment but equally durable, made of paper, wood, and bioplastic. Next is the cleaning products. Many hotels have switched to cleaning items that are made in bio-based oils and are natural cleaners, realizing the value of healthy products for guests and workers as well as the climate. They are reducing the usage of goods with chlorine, bleach, and petrochemical derivatives by making the move. These are natural goods have demonstrated performance, are less irritating to visitors and workers, and less harmful to the environment.
Food preparation. As a major emphasis of hotel, food and beverage services, local goods, organic, seasonal produce, and other ingredients are emerging. A change to more sustainable and healthier cuisine provides unique opportunities for the travelers to experience a greater connection to the places they visit. By making an effort to only buy environmentally friendly goods, hotels can minimize waste production, and shopping locally can also reduce the environmental impact and help the city. You may also want to consider attracting tourists to other eco-friendly business such as local farm tea table. Food preparation can prevent harmful microorganisms that can cause serious illness from contaminating food, prevents cross-contamination, enables business to comply with the law, and protects the reputation of the business. Bottled water alternatives. Many hotels are moving away from bottled water as the norm in favor of waste reduction and a higher quality experience, and offer innovative hydration solutions for meeting attendees and independent travelers. Look for accessible filtered water dispenser, pre-refillable bottles, and other solutions designed to provide guests with convenient and palatable plastic bottled water alternatives. Here are some examples of bottled water alternatives. glass bottles, ceramic bottles, stainless steel, plant-based plastic, paper bottles, and reusable bottles.
SPAS, the integration of treatments that featured local and indigenous ingredients as well as natural and organic products, is a growing trend for all forms of spas. Likewise, special brand and resort signature treatments are evolving to really give guests a unique connection to the destination. Next, encourage guests is to be green. Put card in each room to remind visitors to turn out the lights when they leave, or if possible, reuse towels. Make recycling bins open to tourists quickly and make sure they are aware of your green initiatives. When visitors see your hotel, make an effort to help the world. They will normally also want to do their part. Consider loaning or renting bicycles to visitors or looking into building a bike sharing station for those hotels looking to do even more. Here's my example on how I encourage my guests to go green. You can make it easy for them to go green by adding water bottle filling stations to drinking fountains in the lobby and throughout your hotel. Sell branded water bottles in your gift shop, and even offer guests a reward or discount for purchasing a refillable bottle. Lastly, what going green means. Going green means pursue knowledge and practices that can lead to more environmental friendly and ecological responsible decision and lifestyle.
Start composting. The increasing number of hotels are realizing the advantages of composting food waste instead of throwing it out. Not only is it a common and well-known green initiative that will draw your visitors, it will save our hotel cash on landscaping as composted waste can be used as a organic fertilizer. Save water. Hotels can save water in so many ways. Installing toilet tank fill diverters in order toilets can save approximately 3/4 of a gallon of water per flush. 1% to 80% of hotel water use can be saved by transitioning to low water washing machine. Having water stations open to guests may prevent bottled water from being used. Follow the example of other hotels that have adopted water-saving institutions.
Implements alternative energy sources. A variety of hotels have, with excellent results, transferred at least some of their energy consumption to renewable sources. Other hotels are making use of the solar energy for signage and water heating, especially those in warmer climates, and as the renewable energy demands expands, more options will emerge. Practice what you preach. Make sure that you keep all staff updated about the changes and what they can do to help when you introduce green initiative at your hotel. Approach these activities as a team, and maybe the green practices will even spill over into the personal lives of the employees, making an even greater difference to our world.
How environmental sustainability works. In general, the various concepts of environmental sustainability lead to more concerns about what role human beings can play. As an evolutionary species, for instance, how do we improve the way we live and do business on this planet to ensure that future generations are sustainable?
Many also wonder if business can be used as the catalyst for this transition, since economic success can be related to ecological and social success and vice versa. Individuals have a part to play, but so do organizations that, on a large scale, contribute to the cause. The ways we can all live more sustainably can take a variety of forms, such as: number 1, recognizing living conditions in the form of eco-villages, eco-municipalities, and sustainable cities. Number 2, reappraising economic sectors, permaculture, green building, sustainable agriculture, or work practices such as sustainable architecture. And lastly, developing new technologies, green technologies, renewable energy, and etc. How environmental sustainability used? Environmental sustainability is the responsibility to conserve natural resources and protect global ecosystems to support health and well-being now and in the future.
Environmental regulations. Given that ecological environments and economic and social structures vary from country to country, there is no single blueprint for the implementation of sustainable practices. To ensure that sustainable development is carried out as a global aim, each country needs to focus on its own specific policy. In the US, the Environmental Protection Agency is responsible for setting and enforcing regulations that involve environmental sustainability and protection. These regulations cover air quality, water quality, soil quality, plant life, animals and wildfire habitats, hazardous waste, and greenhouse gas emissions. Air quality. The Clean Air Act is a federal law designed to control air pollution on a national level. It requires the Environmental Protection Agency to develop and enforce regulations to protect the general public from exposure to airborne contaminants that are known to be hazardous to human health and/or welfare. Water quality. The Clean Water Act establishes that basic structures for regulating discharges of pollutants into the waters of the United States and regulating quality standards for surface waters. Under the Clean Water Act, Environmental Protection Agency has implemented pollution control programs such as setting wastewater standards for industry. Environmental Protection Agency has also developed national water quality criteria recommendations for pollutants in surface water.
Soil quality is how well soil does not want we want to do it. More especially, soil quality is a capacity of the specific soil to function within the natural or managed ecosystem. Boundaries and sustain plants and animals. Productivity, maintain, enhance water, air quality, and support human health. And habitation, soil organic matter, and soil biology play a major role in a soil quality. For example, for a people active in a productivity agriculture, it may mean highly productive land and sustaining the enhancing productivity and mixing profits and maintaining the soil and resource to the future generation. Plant life. One distinguished feature of the members of the plant kingdom of their life cycle. In this session, flowering plants serve as an example for studying the plant life cycle by considering the rules and the seeds, flowers, and the fruits. Comparison to the animal's life cycle reveals some of the surprising similarities and integrating differences.
Habitat is a combination of food, water, shelter, and space arranged to meet the needs of wildlife. Even a small yard can be landscaped to attract birds, butterflies, beneficial insects, and small animals. Trees, shrubs, and other plants provide shelter and food for wildlife. Hazardous waste that is improperly managed poses a serious threat to human health and the environment. The Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, RCRA, passed in 1976, was established to set up a framework for the proper management of hazardous wastes. What is a hazardous waste? Simply defined, a hazardous waste is a waste with properties that make it dangerous or capable of having a harmful effect on human health or the environment. Hazardous waste is generated from many sources, ranging from industrial manufacturing process wastes to batteries, and many come in many forms, including liquids, solids, gases, and sludges. In a greenhouse, sunlight enters and heat is retained. The greenhouse effect describes a similar phenomenon on a planetary scale, but instead of the glass of greenhouse, certain gases are increasingly raising global temperatures. The surface of the Earth absorbs just under half of the sun's energy, while the atmosphere absorbs 23% and the rest is reflected back into space. Natural processes ensure that the amount of incoming and outgoing energy is equal, keeping the planet's temperature stable. However, human activity is resulting in the increased emission of so-called greenhouse gases, which, unlike other atmospheric gases such as oxygen and nitrogen, becomes trapped in the atmosphere. Unable to escape the planet, this energy returns to the surface where it is reabsorbed. Because more energy enters than exists the planet, surface temperature increasing until a new balance is achieved.